here because we've got 2 more games to go, and I, for one, am fired up about that because this has been a lot of fun for us tonight to bring you these games. Hope you've enjoyed them, whether you're listening back home on the radio or watching on the YouTube stream. And I do want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, our presenting sponsor, for making it possible for us to be here, Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, also Georgia Highlands on board with us, and also radio sponsor Harbin Clinic. Without their efforts and help, we would not be able to be here to be able to bring you these games on the radio or the video stream. So we just want to take the opportunity to thank them for helping us provide you coverage of local sports. And if you like local sports, well, guess what? We got something in common. We want to make sure that you go to the WLAQ Rome and WLAQ Twitter and Facebook accounts and things like that, and follow us and like us. And also, if you're watching on the video stream, make sure that you mash that subscribe button, and that way you can keep up with upcoming broadcasts. Don't know what we have in the works after the region tournament, but we'll certainly keep you posted because we're already kind of brainstorming some other things that we can do. So anyway, just about ready to get things started here between the Fannin County Lady Rebels and the Gordon Central Lady Warriors. Fannin County Lady Rebels are the #1 seed in the tournament, and Gordon Central picked up an exciting 51-48 victory over Model in the quarterfinal round to advance to have the opportunity to play against Fannin County. And Fannin County is a team that has won 11 games in a row. They did not lose any region games so far this season, 12-0 in region play, and so they've just had a phenomenal year. We'll tell you more about these two teams as we go on, but let's give you the starting lineups for the two teams here tonight. We're going to start with Gordon Central, and we'll start with number 3, Kim Passley, number 5, Brooke Wilson, number 12, Taylor Gunn, number 15, Rachel Rayleigh, and number 22, Emily Reese. That's the Gordon Central Lady Warriors. Now for the Fannin County Lady Rebels, number 13, Becca Ledford. You will have number 24, Abby Ledford, number 32, Mackenzie Johnson, number 33, Regan York, and number 44, Olivia Sisson. And that is the starting 5 for both of the teams tonight. The head coach of Gordon Central Lady Warriors is Matt Swanson, and the head coach for the Fannin County Lady Rebels is Ryan Chastain. And these two teams have played each other a couple of times this season, being in the same region, obviously. And 2 wins for Fannin County. Mentioned to you they did not lose a region game this year. They would win the first one at home against Gordon Central 52-46. And in the second game, they would win it, I believe 61-51 was the final score in that game, and that was on January the 26th. And so Fannin County will start out on defense. Gordon Central, the Lady Warriors, will bring it out on offense to start this basketball game. And tonight, the Warriors are in their black uniforms with blue and white trim, blue letters and numbers, by the way. Stolen away by the Lady Rebels. Lady Rebels are in their white uniforms with blue and white trim, blue letters and numbers. So kind of the opposite in terms of their uniforms today. So the Lady Rebels have got the basketball. They feed it to the left wing side. Now they'll start to work it around the perimeter. I've had the opportunity to see both of these teams play once this season, each team playing against Model. Ball is going to be stolen away by Gordon Central. They'll bring it back the other way. Across the timeline they go. But I have not seen them as much as I've seen some of the other teams in the region, so you'll have to give me a minute as I dial in on all the names as we go along. But I got to tell you, one of the things that's going to be a struggle in this game is when you look at the Lady Warriors uniforms, the dark blue against that black on their uniforms makes the numbers kind of hard to read. There's a long shot, and it could just be that I got 42-year-old eyes. Here comes Fannin County on the other end. Shot up the glass and in, and that will open up the scoring. And Abby Ledford scores the first points of the game, 2-0, just underway. Lady Warriors on the other end. They will put up a shot from around the free throw line. That's off the back of the rim. Now they'll kick it back out to the top of the key. Long shot. That will be in and out. Won't go. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors, so the Lady Rebels will inbound the ball, leading at 2-0, coming up in just a couple of moments. A lot of basketball for you. We got, again, this game and one more after that. And then we'll have 4 games coming up tomorrow because we will have the 2 consolation games followed by the championship games. And still a lot at stake in those consolation games. That's going to be off the front of the iron. Won't go for the Lady Rebs. Now the Warriors have got it, and they'll head back the other way. Across the timeline they go. And again, I'm having a heck of a time picking up these numbers. Number 5 has got it. Brooke Wilson shot outside from long range from Emily Reese will be missed. Rebound's going to be taken by Fannin County. Here they go the other way. Ledford, now they'll fire it to the left wing side. There's a long look at a three-pointer. That one won't go. Rebound's going to be taken by Kim Pasley. Pasley's going to feed it off to Brooke Wilson. Wilson across the timeline. She'll lob it up around the free throw line. Ball's loose on the floor. It's a 50-50 ball. Who's going to get it? The Warriors come away with it. Picked up by Pasley. Now they'll lob it down low, and there's a quick jump shot. That one won't fall. Rebound's going to be taken by the Lady Rebels. York pulled it down. Now she's going to pass it off to the right wing side. Now back up top in a long-range 3. That's going to be in and out. 2-0 your score. 5:15 remains here in the first quarter. Fannin County and Gordon Central in the last semifinal game of the night in the girls bracket. Gordon Central tries to get it down low. It's picked off by the Lady Warriors. by the Lady Rebels, I should say. They have similar color schemes. Here's a long three-point look. That one's going to be too strong. Rebound's going to be taken by the Warriors, and then we'll head back the other way. There was a little hesitation there because I think for a moment they thought the officials might blow the whistle on a jump ball, but they didn't. But the winner of this game is going to go on to face Chattooga. Chattooga came away with a 54-45 victory in the first girls semifinal of the night. So congratulations to the Chattooga Indians. There's a little floater going to be left short. The rebound will be taken by Fannin County. Fannin County comes back the other way. And even though in the boys and girls regions, Fannin County and the girls, Chattooga and the boys, you had a team that was undefeated. There's a long three-point look. That was Abby Ledford. She's got all 5 points of the basketball game. And a 5-0 run to start the game for Fannin County. 4:08 remains here in the first quarter. Gordon Central down low. Off the back of the rim won't fall. The putback won't fall as well. And the rebound goes to Fannin. So Fannin comes back the other way. They're going to fire it off to the right wing side. There's a shot from down around the low block. And making the basket is going to be Reagan York, her first of the game. She picks up a 2. And we have a whistle on the other end. So Fannin County set to inbound the ball on a 7-0 run to start the game, and they'll have some substitutions come into the game. And that's one of the things that really sets this team apart, talking about Fannin County over some of the other teams that we've seen in the region this year, is they have the ability to shift a lot of players into the basketball game and don't lose a whole lot when they go to the bench. They got a pretty deep team, there's no question about it. And you have to if you're going to end up in a situation where you go 17-4 and 12-0 in region play and having an 11-game win streak. You got to have some bench players you can count on. And that's one of them right there. Puts up a three-point shot, and just as she was getting ready to do it, she missed the shot, by the way. I was going to say one of the players that they can count on off the bench is Courtney Davis. She is a freshman, but she's got pretty good range with her shot. Warriors have got it. Now it's stolen away. Fannin County's got it on a 7-0 run, looking to build on it. Now they'll put it over on the left wing side. Three-point look. Good ball rotation for Natalie Thomas. She knocks one home, and it's a 10-0 run to start the basketball game. So not quite the start Gordon Central was hoping to get. But Fannin County off to a really hot start in this game, and Gordon Central turns it over again. So Fannin County set to inbound the basketball, leading at 10-0. We're at the 3-minute mark here of our first quarter. Across the timeline goes Davis. She'll pick up her dribble, hands it off to Becca Ledford, who broke for the basket. Shot, missed, but is going to the free throw line. So Becca Ledford with an opportunity to get her first points of the basketball game. So here's Ledford from the free throw line. Shot is on the way. She knocks it in. She'll get ready for her second. 11-0 is your score, so the run is extended. Ledford gets ready to take her second free throw shot of the basketball game. It's on the way. She'll knock that one down. So here come the Lady Warriors back the other way. We've got 2:48 remaining here in this first quarter. They get it down low. Shot is up off the glass from Pasley. Won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. It's last touched by the Lady Warriors, so Fannin County's getting the ball back with a 12-0 run. They inbound the ball to the freshman Courtney Davis. She'll bring it up the floor. Drives towards the top of the key. Kicks it out to a teammate. There's a long three-point look. Won't go. Rebound's going to be taken by Fannin. Here is Davis for three, and she knocks it in this time. So make it a 15-0 run for Fannin County to open up the game. Closing in on the 2-minute mark here of our first quarter as the Lady Warriors go across the timeline with the ball in the hands of Wilson. She'll dribble to the right. Now back up to the top of the key. They set a high screen for her. Now they'll feed it away to Chastain. Chastain back over to Wilson. Wilson drives in, picks up her dribble, passes it to a teammate. Nobody quite picked her up. She gets to the free throw line. Well, she scores the basket. Now she's going to the free throw line, and that is Taylor Gunn. So Gunn with a three-point opportunity, and the run that started the game will end at 15-0. So now the score is 15-2. And here's Gunn for the free throw to convert the three-point play, and she knocks it home. So Fannin will inbound the ball to Davis. She'll go across the timeline, dribble to the right, feeds it to the right wing side. Now they'll feed it down to the low block. Kick it back out around the right wing. Now into the paint, shot up underneath the basket. Couldn't get quite a good look at it. The ball is stolen away. Good job there by Taylor Gunn to not allow Fannin County another opportunity. The Warriors try to get it down the floor. Pass gets away from her, sails over the intended receiver's head, and goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a timeout. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Fannin 15, Gordon Central 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Down, set, hut.
Practice doesn't always make things perfect, but it gives us some quality family time that can never be replaced. We find time to laugh, time to talk, and time to bond. Onward by Club Car, made for life's most memorable moments.
All right, Fannin County inbounds the ball. They lead it 15-3, started the game on a 15-0 run. 1:23 remains here in the opening quarter. The Lady Rebels with the basketball. There's Davis wide open for another three, and she knocks that one home. That's her second. She's 2 of 3 from three-point range, and she is a freshman, man. She is a very good basketball player. They're going to enjoy having her here for a few more years after this year. And this has been a big year for Fannin County. Here's a shot from the Lady Warriors down low. A one-and-done trip. Here come the Lady Rebels on the other end of the floor. They'll kick it out to the left wing side. Now back up top. Shuffled her feet in front of the official, and that'll be a turnover. But as far as state tournament's concerned, you know, last season Fannin County was a AAA team, and they made it all the way to the Sweet 16. And this year with reclassification, they moved into 7AA, and that was one of the things that when they announced reclassification was a head scratcher for a lot of people based on the geographic location. I mean, Fannin County, that's, you know, Blue Ridge, that's a 2-hour drive for most teams in 7AA to travel to, and then Fannin County, they got to go a long way to play their road games, no doubt about it. Fannin with the basketball after a turnover from Gordon Central. We're at the 25-second mark here of our first quarter. Ball's going to be over to the left wing side, now back up top. 15 seconds left to go on the clock here in the first quarter. There's Davis left alone for three. Going to leave that one a little bit short. And here come the Lady Warriors back the other way and realizing they've only got a few seconds to work with. There they go. Here's the shot. It's going to carry them off the rim, won't go, and time expires. So at the end of our first quarter, Fannin County 18, Gordon Central 3. We'll be back for the second quarter after a 1-minute timeout on WLAQ.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP lithium-ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP lithium-ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
Long three-pointer, and that was number 33 for Fannin County making that shot. Let me find her name real quick. That was Reagan York, knocking down her first 3 of the game. She's got 5 points. 21-3 is your score in favor of Fannin County, and they have been in control of this game from the get-go. Lady Warriors with the basketball. They've got it around the top of the key. Passley with it, dribbles off to that left wing side, loses the handle but retains possession. Now they're going to go inside. There's a shot off the glass, a little bit too strong there from Gunn, but the Lady Warriors get the rebound and have the basketball. Wilson with it. She'll kick it out. There's a three-point look. That one's going to miss the rim. The rebound's going to be taken by Abby Ledford. Ledford will feed it off to Davis over on the left wing side. They try to get it back out to Ledford, but it is stolen away. Good hands by Passley. She goes to the other end and banks it in off the glass. Passley with her first basket of the game. 21-5 your score. Fannin County on top. 6:40 left here in the first half. There's a shot from the free throw line in and out for Courtney Davis. Rebound's going to be taken by the Warriors. We're going to have a whistle and a foul that's going to go against Fannin County. And they're going to get Reagan York with the foul. And so we'll see the Lady Warriors inbound the basketball here in just a couple of moments. Kind of recap action we've had for you so far tonight. The first girls semifinal, it was Chattooga over Dade County 54-45. So they will move on and play in the region championship game against the winner of this game. There's a long three for Gordon Central, in and out. Rebound's going to be taken off the bounce by Reagan York. Courtney Davis with it, dribbling. Going to give it off to Abby Ledford. Model Blue Devils in the boys' first semifinal of the evening. They would pick up a win over Dade County. 70-52 was the final score in that game. And they await to find out the winner of the Coosa Chattooga game that's coming up after this one, because the winner of that one, Model will take on for the region championship coming up tomorrow evening here at the Tri-Pride Arena. That'll be fun, no matter which team it is. There's a shot from the free throw line, and that is going to be good from Reagan York, who's having a great basketball game. Picked up 7 points. So 23-5, Fannin County on top of the Lady Warriors. Warriors with the basketball around the low block. Going to miss the shot. Rebound's going to be taken by Mackenzie Johnson, the senior, for the Lady Rebels. She'll give it off to the freshman, Courtney Davis. Davis dribbles off to the right. Now they go inside, and a foul is going to be charged, an offensive foul against Abby Ledford. And the score remains 23-5 as the Lady Warriors take over and get ready to go the other way. Fannin County on top. And then, of course, after this week's action is over, we will know how things are going to shake out in terms of the seeding for the state tournament, which begins early next week. So really looking forward to that. And we will have some radio coverage of some state tournament games, but I don't believe we'll be able to have video coverage as well, because I believe it is prohibited. The Lady Warriors will inbound the ball, drive in the paint. The shot is up, rattles around the rim and out. Lady Rebels have got the board. They come back the other way. Now they go into the paint, kick out. There's Courtney Davis for three, and that one is going to be missed. Rebound's going to go to Abby Ledford, and now the Lady Rebels will reset their offense. Leading at 23-5, 4:48 remaining in the first half. Fannin County with the ball. They go into the paint. We're going to have a whistle. That's going to be a foul charged, I believe, against the Lady Warriors. Let's see who they picked up. It's going to go against Cassie Chastain of the Lady Warriors. And now the Lady Rebels will inbound the basketball from the baseline underneath their own basket. They get it into Davis, who is right back around center court with it. Dribbles off to the right wing. Now she'll hand it off to Ledford. Now back up top. They get some motion going. They try to go right to the paint. A block by Kim Passley. The ball's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Warriors, so it stays with Fannin County, but great defense there by Kim Passley to get up and block that shot. So Fannin County inbounds the ball. There's a three-point look, and that's going to be missed. Rebound's going to be taken by the Lady Warriors. Across the timeline they go. They kick it out to the right wing side. That's not three-point range, but a long shot is made by Cassie Chastain, her first basket of the game. It's 23-7 in favor of Fannin County. So the Lady Warriors just trying to stay in it and chip away, and they need to get some stops if they're going to have an opportunity to be in this game. And that is going to be a traveling called against Fannin. So there's a stop. And now if you're Gordon Central, you've got to find a way to get some good looks and try to grab some momentum here. So we're under 4 minutes to play here in our first half. And Fannin County is up 23-7. They started the game on a 15-0 run in the first quarter. Lady Warriors with the basketball. They dribble down towards the low block, nearly losing the handle. They try to feed it down low. Very tight coverage right now in defense here from Fannin County. Not giving the Lady Warriors a tremendous amount to work with. Rebound's going to be taken by Olivia Sisson after a missed shot by the Lady Warriors on the other end. Ledford, now they're working around the right wing side. They feed it inside. Sisson puts up the shot and scores, her first of the game. And with the somewhat ease they had on that play, I would not be surprised at all now that Sisson's in the game to see them to go back her way and see if they can keep that open on the next couple of possessions. Shot is up, missed. And then we have a couple of players grab hold of the ball, and we got a whistle. And a foul is going to be charged against number 30, Natalie Thomas of Fannin County. Hope you're enjoying our coverage on WLAQ, whether you're listening at 96.9 FM, 1410 AM, WLAQ1410.com, or the brand new WLAQ Sports YouTube channel. There's a long shot, not in three range, it's missed. This one certainly is in three-point range. It's going to be a little strong over the rim, won't go. Gordon Central gets set to inbound the ball, baseline, underneath their own basket. And they get it into Passley, who tries to shoot off the inbound pass. Ball's knocked down by Fannin County. It ends up tied up on the floor. And the possession arrow this time is going to stay with Gordon Central. So Gordon Central set to inbound the ball, trailing 25-7. And they will feed it in. Off the inbound pass, they'll shoot, miss. But they get the rebound. Wilson with it. Wilson to Gunn. Gunn shoots, misses. Rebound's going to be taken by Fannin County. They'll box out and go the other way. Here's a shot off the glass and in. A made shot from Mackenzie Johnson, her first of the game, and now it's a 20-point lead for Fannin County. Across the timeline go the Lady Warriors. They'll dribble right. Now he'll pick up the dribble, toss it off to the left wing side. They go to the low block, into the paint. Shooting and scoring is Taylor Gunn. And she's got 5 points in the game. 27-9 your score. 2:06 remaining in the first half. There's a long three-point look. Karams off the rim. Ball not loose and out of bounds by Abby Ledford, so the Lady Warriors are going to get the ball at the 2-minute mark here of the first half. One more game after this one. Of course, we still got 2 minutes left of the first half of this one and a whole nother half to go before we get to that point. It looks like things are tracking pretty much on time here for tonight's action, which is always kind of interesting when you've got a tournament and you got 4 games in one day. If you get to that final game of the evening and you're still on track, you feel like there's some kind of divine intervention involved in a situation like that. More times than not, something is going to push things back, but that hasn't happened yet. So maybe I should have kept my mouth shut for the people that want this thing to keep moving on time. But the Lady Warriors set to inbound the ball. They get it out around the perimeter. A three-point look off the inbound pass. Won't get it to go. Fannin County gets the rebound. They head the other way. 1:45 left to go here in the first half. Fannin County with a whopping lead. And another block on the other end by Kim Pasley, and the ball knocked out of bounds. And one of the things that happens here at Chattooga, which is kind of interesting, is they've got some railing that goes around the sides and a little step up. And the ball goes over that side. Players got to go over the rails to go chase it down. And that's happened several times tonight. But Fannin County with the ball around the free throw line. They'll get it out, back out around the perimeter. Now they'll feed it right, going down to the low block. Ball's knocked loose. Lady Warriors have a steal. Something that they can try to build on here. They get a stop, force a turnover. Now they get it down low and they travel on the other end. That's frustrating. Like I just got out of my mouth. This is something possibly to build on. You get a stop, you get on the other end and turn it right back over. That's got to be very frustrating for the team and also the coaching staff. So the Lady Rebels inbound the ball, leading at 27-9. We are at the 1:23 mark of the second period. Scores 27-9 in favor of Fannin County, and they will kick it back out around the perimeter. Davis has second thoughts about the three-point shot, passes it to a teammate, and now the young lady's tied up around the baseline, and it'll be a turnover for Fannin County as Gordon Central's going to get the ball back. Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, I want to thank them for making it possible to provide video coverage of the tournament this year for the semifinals and the championship round. Of course, the home of Branson tractors, 24 to 58 horsepower, four-wheel drive, all of them. All of them have a front-end loader. And if you've got a 2 to 3 acre piece of property, or if you've got a large farm, whatever you need, they've got the equipment that can help you out. There's no question about that. So go see them. I would say today, but they're closed today. But you can go see them tomorrow at 3420 Kingston Highway in Rome or at their location in Leesburg. Here's a free throw shot from Wilson from Gordon Central. She'll knock that one down. So we'll get another opportunity at the charity stripe. That cuts it to a 17-point game, 27-10, as Gordon Central continues to try to chip away at a pretty big deficit. Wilson's next free throw on the way. She'll knock that one down too. So she makes both of them, 27-11. 55 seconds on the clock remaining here in the first half. Lady Rebels with the basketball. They go into the paint. Shot off the glass and good. That was Mackenzie Johnson. Now they'll try to get it down low on the other end. Wilson with it. She will try to shoot in traffic. Should have kicked it back out around the perimeter. There was really nothing there. She had two defenders all over her. Now Ledford on the other end, hard off the glass and in. Abby Ledford now with 7 points. 31-11, 20-point lead for Fannin County. 15 seconds left to go first half. Pasley with it up top, and it's a turnover. So we've got 10.5 seconds left on the clock here in our first half of play. 31-11, Fannin County on top. 8 seconds left to go now. Fannin County on the other end. Davis thinks hard about a three, then works her way in, puts up a shot off the back of the iron, won't go, and time expires. So at the end of our first half, the Lady Rebels 31, Lady Warriors 11, and we're going to send it back to the studio for a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back, run down the scoring from the first half, and get you set for the second half here on WLAQ. We'll be back.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP lithium-ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP lithium-ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
For 50 years, Georgia Highlands College has been a community that takes charge. Today, GHC is focused on the success of over 6,000 students each year and remains one of the most affordable colleges in the state and country. Home to high-quality curriculum, award-winning student organizations, a championship athletic program, and renowned faculty and staff. At GHC, we have a mission to provide access to an outstanding education, meeting the career needs of the region, and helping our communities thrive today, tomorrow, and forever. Every student we graduate becomes a celebration we never forget. We are more than Chargers. We are Chargers taking charge for 50 years and beyond.
Down, set, hut.
Practice doesn't always make things perfect, but it gives us some quality family time that can never be replaced. We find time to laugh, time to talk, and time to bond. Onward by Club Car, made for life's most memorable moments.
For 50 years, Georgia Highlands College has been a community that takes charge. At GHC, we have a mission to provide access to an outstanding education, meeting the career needs of the region, and helping our communities thrive. Every student we graduate becomes a celebration we never forget. We are more than Chargers. We are Chargers taking charge for 50 years and beyond.
Lady Warriors, and now I believe we're back out of the break on the video stream, so I'll go ahead and run down the scoring from the first half of play. The Fannin County Lady Rebels dominating the better portion of that first half. They have a halftime lead of 31-11, so a 20-point lead. The Gordon Central Lady Warriors would have 4 players in the scorebook there in that first half. 2 points for Kim Passley, a couple of free throws for Brooke Wilson, 2 points for Cassie Chastain, and the leading scorer for Gordon Central there in that first half was Taylor Gunn. She would have 5 points. So that all should add up to their 11 points. They'd score 3 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter. Now for Fannin County, They would pick up 6 points from Courtney Davis off the bench. Freshman knocked down a couple of threes there early on in the basketball game. 2 points, free throws for Becca Ledford. 7 points for Abby Ledford. 3 points for Natalie Thomas. 4 points for Mackenzie Johnson. 2 points for Olivia Sisson. And Reagan York would have 7 points. You had 2 players with 7 points there in the first half for Fannin County. You would have Abby Ledford and Reagan York, and they are the 2 leading scorers in the game. And so with that said, for Fannin County, they would have 7 players that would score in that first half. Gordon Central's 4 players. And one of the things I mentioned earlier on in the game, one of the things that's really set this Fannin County team apart from a lot of teams this year, one of the reasons why they're 17-4 and 12-0 in region play, is the fact that they've got a pretty deep bench that they can go to and get some quality minutes from. There's just no question about that. So, again, at halftime, it's 31-11 in favor of Fannin County over at Gordon Central. We're going to send it back to the studio for another timeout, this one of the 3.5-minute variety. When we come out of the timeout, it'll be time to start our second half here of our third game of the evening. So let's send it back to the studio for a timeout. We'll be back on WLAQ.
For 50 years, Georgia Highlands College has been a community that takes charge. Today, GHC is focused on the success of over 6,000 students each year and remains one of the most affordable colleges in the state and country. Home to high-quality curriculum, award-winning student organizations, a championship athletic program, and renowned faculty and staff. At GHC, we have a mission to provide access to an outstanding education, meeting the career needs of the region, and helping our communities thrive today, tomorrow, and forever. Every student we graduate becomes a celebration we never forget. We are more than Chargers. We are Chargers taking charge for 50 years and beyond.
Down, set, hut.
Practice doesn't always make things perfect, but it gives us some quality family time that can never be replaced. We find time to laugh, time to talk, and time to bond. Onward by Club Car, made for life's most memorable moments.
All right, and we are back here on WLAQ, whether you're listening tonight on the radio at 96.9 FM, 1410 AM, WLAQ1410.com, or the brand new WLAQ Sports YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, this is the part of the broadcast where we mention to you that it's a good time to reach over and smash that subscribe button. That way you can keep up with what's going on with our YouTube coverage. But anyway, Fannin County is about to open up on offense here to start our second half of play with a 20-point lead. It's 31-11 here as we start the third frame of this basketball game, and we're just underway. So Fannin County with the basketball and a 20-point lead. They'll work it up to the top of the key, now around to the left wing side. They try to pass it around the baseline. It goes off one of the Gordon Central players, so it's going to stay with Fannin County. And I'll try to catch who all's on the floor for you here in just a couple of moments. Again, I've only seen each of these teams once, so I don't have all the names and numbers committed to memory as some of the teams that I've seen more. But they go inside. That's Ledford. Goes out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Fannin County. So Fannin County set to inbound the basketball with a nice lead. Off the inbound pass, Sisson puts it up, and we got a whistle, and she is going to go to the free throw line. So Olivia Sisson going to the charity stripe here as we have just started our third quarter of this basketball game. One more game after this one. We'll be back in the boys bracket. Sisson shoots, makes the free throw. We'll get ready for her second. But the nightcap tonight is the Chattooga. They kick it back out around the perimeter. Shot is up. That's off the front of the rim. But Coosa is one of those teams that, even though when you look at their record, hadn't had the greatest of seasons. They hadn't had a bad season, but they're one of those teams that can get out there and pull the upset. Shot is up and in on the other end. Mackenzie Johnson now with 6 points in the basketball game, 34-11. 7:05 remaining here in the third quarter of this one. So definitely think that Chattooga-Coosa game is a pretty intriguing matchup. And we'll give you more details on why I think that's so coming up in just a little bit when we get closer to that game. But we're at the 7-minute mark of the third period of this one. Fannin County up 34-11. Gordon Central has been a playoff team the last few years. They've made it to state the last 3 seasons. Shot off the glass and a miss, and they will obviously be in the playoffs this year. All the teams remaining that are playing in the semifinals will be in the state tournament. It's a matter of what their seeding will be depending on the outcomes of the tournament. And that's going to be a traveling call. The Gordon Central will feed it in. And to let you know how to get to the YouTube stream, if you'd like to pick that up, there's a long, she traveled right before she took the shot. The official was right there, had a good look at it. But if you want to, if you're listening on the radio and you're going to be getting home and you want to watch it on TV, on YouTube, let me tell you how you get to it. It's real simple. We've made it really easy. All you got to do is just go to YouTube, open it up, and search WLAQ Sports. And it'll pull up the channel, and you should be able to pretty easily find the individual videos then. Shot off the glass and in. And that was Ledford picking up another basket. Becca Ledford with 2, and she's going to the free throw line with a 3-point opportunity here for the Lady Rebels. Lady Rebels on top 36-11. They would lead at 31-11 at the end of the first half. We've just really gotten started here with our second half. Shot on the way. She'll knock that one down, so she converts the 3-point play. 6:11 remaining here to go in the third quarter. And of all the different girls teams that I've seen this year, Fannin County probably has the deepest bench. But what I can tell you about all the girls teams that I've seen play out of Region 7 AA, I hadn't seen one team quit this year. They will fight to the finish of every game, and that's certainly what we're going to see here from the Lady Warriors. This team will fight until the end. Here's a shot in the paint. It'll be missed, but going to the free throw line is going to be Mackenzie Johnson here for the Lady Rebels. Taylor Gunn picked up another foul. So Johnson at the free throw line getting ready to shoot. First free throw's on the way. She'll knock that one down. We'll get ready for the second. And we'll get ready for the next free throw. So again, Mackenzie Johnson, shot on the way. She'll knock that one home. So 39-11 is your score. Fannin County in well in control of this basketball game. Shot on the way. That one's going to be left short. Rebound taken by the Lady Rebels. They'll head back the other way across the timeline. They'll sail one across the left side. Now over into the corner. There's a three-point look. That one won't fall. Rebound's going to be taken by Fannin County. Now we're going to have a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to go with the Lady Warriors. So 5:36 remains here in our third quarter. Thank you for listening to basketball tonight on WLAQ and also watching the live stream on YouTube. Courtesy of Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Shot up. That one won't fall. And going to the free throw line is going to be Brooke Wilson. Brooke Wilson at the charity stripe for the second time of the game. She would go there the first time in the second quarter, would knock down a couple of free throws. Has a nice touch on her free throw shooting. First one on the way, and that one is good. Good ball rotation. Looks very comfortable at the charity stripe. A couple of substitutions coming into the game for Fannin County, and that's something you see them do throughout the game, is shifting in a lot of different players, keeping fresh legs out on the floor. That'll be in and out. Didn't mean to jinx her. Brooke Wilson, first miss from the free throw line tonight. Lady Rebels across the timeline. They'll have it at the top of the key, feed it off to the left wing side. Now back up top to Davis. Now back over to Ledford on the left wing. Pick set for her. She goes into the paint. We have a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be a blocking foul. I believe they're going to get gun on that one. But the officials are going to have a conference right now, and they changed their mind. They're actually going to call that one as an offensive foul against Fannin County. So the Warriors are going to get the ball, trailing it 39-12. And the foul was charged on Abby Ledford. Originally, it looked like she might be going to the free throw line. And that'll be a traveling call against the Warriors, so the Lady Rebels are going to get the ball back, leading at 39-12. So anyway, to kind of go back and recap the action we've had so far tonight. In the first game of the evening, it was at 4. There's Courtney Davis for 3. That one's going to be missed. Goes out of bounds. Young lady for Fannin County, Natalie Thomas, tried to save it and keep it in bounds, but couldn't quite get to it. So Lady Warriors are going to inbound the basketball. We've had several people over the course of the broadcast tonight subscribe, so I'm going to give you a virtual fist bump and say thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. Shot off the glass. It'll be missed by the Lady Warriors. Quick trip for them. Mackenzie Johnson heads back the other way here for Fannin County. They'll dribble off to the right wing side. There's a three-point look. That one's going to carry them off the rim. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Wilson. Lady Warriors down the other way. Shot up. That's going to be missed off the front of the rim. Johnson's got the rebound. She'll head the other way, kick it out. There's a three, and she knocks it down this time. Natalie Thomas is able to get her second three of the night. And Fannin County up to a 30-point lead, 42-12. Shot on the other end, won't fall. One-and-done trip here for Gordon Central. Courtney Davis with the ball in her hands will work it the other way. Goes across the timeline, dribbling right. She'll pick up her dribble, gives it off to her teammate, goes straight to the paint, and knocks one home. That's Natalie Thomas. She's got the last 2 baskets for Fannin County and now helps her team to a 44-12 lead. 3:45 left to go in the third frame. Warriors with a shot, a little strong off the glass. Courtney Davis across the timeline in transition, shoots off the glass and in. The freshman now has 8 points in the basketball game, and we have a timeout call. We're going to take one as well. Fannin County 46, Gordon Central 12. It's the last girls semifinal game of the evening, 3:31 left in the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Down, set, hut.
Practice doesn't always make things perfect, but it gives us some quality family time that can never be replaced. We find time to laugh, time to talk, and time to bond. Onward by Club Car, made for life's most memorable moments.
Back at Tri-Pride Arena, 46-12 is your score. Fannin County has led this one wire to wire and has showed us all throughout the game why they are the #1 team out of Region 7AA in the girls bracket. Very good basketball team. Lady Warriors across the timeline. Dribbling with it right now is Jada Jocko. She will dribble off to the right wing side. Going to leave it for a teammate. Got some substitutions in the game here for the Lady Warriors. She's going to go back court, so that'll be a turnover here for the Warriors, and the Rebels are going to get the ball back with a whopping lead. 3:11 left here in the third frame. Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales has presented this broadcast and all of our broadcasts throughout the basketball season. We certainly appreciate that greatly. Lady Rebels with the basketball in the lead. They're going to feed it off to the right wing side. There's Davis for three. Knocks down another one. She's got 3 tonight. 49-12. Lady Rebels on top. Warriors with it, battling to try to get it in the paint. Ball's going to be tied up as Mackenzie Johnson grabs a hold of it. Possession arrow is going to be with Fannin County, so they're going to get the ball, and the young lady that just forced the tie-up, Mackenzie Johnson, will inbound the ball to Courtney Davis. Davis, the freshman, across the timeline, signals the play, goes to the top of the key, goes into the paint, and will try to lay it in. Can't get the shot to go. Paige Forsman grabbed the rebound, and then a young lady from Gordon Central comes over, grabs the ball, and forces a tie-up. So this time the possession arrow works in the Lady Warriors' favor. So they're going to get the ball trailing 49-12 with 2:37 remaining here in this third quarter of play. So here come the Lady Warriors. They go across the timeline. Jocko across the timeline is going to pass it off to a teammate, Wilson. Now there's a three-point look, and she'll knock it home. That was Rachel Rayleigh with her first basket of the game. That cuts it to 49-15 is your score at the 2:15 mark. Three-pointer on the other side. That one's high off the rim. There for the rebound is Gunn. She goes across the timeline. Picks it up, hurls it over to a teammate. Now they'll get it into the paint. Shot up and in. And that was Chastain with her second basket of the game. She's got 4 points. 49-17 is the score in favor of Fannin County. Now the kick out around the perimeter. Up top with it is Johnson. Johnson dribbles right. Gives it back out to Davis. A three-point look. That was just a little bit off the mark. Rachel Rayleigh picks up the rebound. Now they come back the other way. There's Gunn from around the free throw line. In and out. Rebound taken by Fannin County. Across the timeline goes Johnson. Signals the play. Patting on the top of her head. Kicks it out to the left wing side. They'll go down toward the low block. Bounce pass inside. Shot up. Won't fall. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Gordon Central. Quite a battle to get possession of the ball. And as I mentioned, even though Gordon Central is down and really they don't look like they've got much of an opportunity to climb back in the game, this is a team that's going to keep fighting until the end. There's a long three-point look. That one's off the side of the rim, won't go. Rebound taken by the Lady Rebels. And there's a shot off the glass and in. She's able to bank it in. Talking about Natalie Thomas. So Natalie Thomas with another basket, having a good game. Lady Warriors on the other end. Gunn into the paint, shoots high off the basket, no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Fannin County after a bit of a scrum. They try to feed it out to Courtney Davis, and it rolls out of bounds. So Gordon Central gets set to inbound the ball here in just a couple of moments. And what looks like a hockey line change is taking place here for the Lady Rebels. All 5 players in the game check out, and a fresh 5 come into the basketball game. So the Lady Warriors set to inbound the basketball. They'll feed it into the top of the key. Now they'll feed it down low. Gunn is going to drive into the paint, puts up the shot. That one's short. Rebound's going to be taken around the baseline by Abby Ledford. She'll cruise her way across the timeline. Now gives it over to Becca Ledford. Long three-pointer on the right wing side, missed. They'll kick it back out. Now work their way back in at the 10-second mark here of the third period. Back into the hands of Abby Ledford up top. Now the left wing side they go to Becca Ledford. She'll back up, and they didn't realize how much time was left on the clock, and time expires to end the third quarter. So at the end of our third period, Fannin County 51, Gordon Central 17. We're going to step out for a 1-minute break and come back for an abbreviated final quarter. We'll be back.
For 50 years, Georgia Highlands College has been a community that takes charge. At GHC, we have a mission to provide access to an outstanding education, meeting the career needs of the region, and helping our communities thrive. Every student we graduate becomes a celebration we never forget. We are more than Chargers. We are Chargers taking charge for 50 years and beyond.
Rebels with the ball and the lead, 5:46 remaining in the basketball game. As I mentioned just before the break, an abbreviated final quarter because of the mercy rule, so we'll have a 6-minute fourth period here of this basketball game because Fannin County has over a 30-point lead. 51-17 is your score. They'll fire it down low. Shot off the pass is going to be missed. And we're going to have another tie-up. Possession arrow is going to go to Gordon Central. So the Lady Warriors to inbound the ball. If you have not done so already, make sure to like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff, and hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Keep in touch with what's going on with WLAQ Sports and just the radio station in general. And that's going to be a traveling picked up by the official. So the Lady Warriors are going to get the ball back trailing 51-17. Exciting game coming up after this one that will determine the team that will face Model in the Boys Region Championship game tomorrow night. It'll be Coosa and Chattooga battling it out to see who will play in that game. Shot from way out. That's a three-point look off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound is going to be taken by the Lady Rebels. They'll go back in. Ledford will hurl one back up to the basket, misses, but there's Olivia Siston to clean it up with the putback. 53-17 your score. So we know, well, there's a shot, well, an attempt at a shot at the low block, knocked away by the Lady Rebels. They'll come back the other way with it. Reagan York with it. It's going to pass it away to Ledford. Now on to Ava Queen. Now back over, and a missed three-point shot by Reagan York. Ball goes out of bounds as she missed the rim. And so the Lady Warriors are going to feed it back out in just a couple of moments. But we are going to have some substitutions into the game here for the Lady Rebels before that happens, as well as the Lady Warriors. Officials giving a little extra time to shift the players into the basketball game. So 4:16 left to go in the game. Fannin County 53, Gordon Central 17. But as far as the girls' region championship game, we know that Chattooga's in, and it looks like Fannin County is going to be their opponent. So that's going to be quite a scrap. Looking forward to see those two teams go head-to-head tomorrow. And there's a shot. That'll be a miss. Ball's out of bounds, and it's coming back to Fannin County. Or I should say Gordon Central, excuse me. So Gordon Central set to inbound the ball. And we see on the opposite side of the floor, which is the home side for Chattooga, they are not quite full at capacity yet, but it's getting close. Shot is up. It'll be missed because they're getting ready to watch their home team play in just a couple of moments against the Coosa Eagles. Across the timeline goes Davis. Davis will work her way off to the right wing. They get it down to the low block. Nobody picked her up underneath. And so Priscilla Bautista was able to pick up a pretty easy basket after she cut inside and received the pass. That was a good move and a good pass. Warriors with the basketball at the top of the key. They go in, lose the handle on the basketball, and it'll be a turnover as the Lady Rebels are going to get the ball back, leading at 55-17. So we'll also know at the end of the night who the consolation teams are going to be, the teams that are going to battle it out to fight for the number 3 spot in the region. Stepped on the baseline on the other end, so that'll be a turnover. The Lady Warriors are going to get the ball back, and we are getting kind of close now to the 3-minute mark here of the final quarter of this game. Once this game's over, we'll have a brief wrap-up of this game. I'll run down to the scorers table, get you the starting lineups for our final game of the evening, and we'll get rolling. Lady Warriors with it up top. There's a long 3-point shot, and she drains it. Jada Jaco going down the other way with a little razzle-dazzle. That was a good-looking shot. Long 3 on the other end. That was Courtney Davis. I don't think that one caught in the iron, but it was knocked out of bounds by Gordon Central, so the Lady Rebels retain possession. They'll inbound baseline. After the inbound pass, that'll be a 3-point look for Davis. It'll be missed. Lady Rebels with it around the top of the key. Now with the ball is O'Neal. O'Neal will dribble and shoot a 3-point shot. That one's off the front of the rim, rolls out of bounds. And so it's coming back to the Lady Warriors. The last couple of years in girls basketball, Rockmart has won the tournament, but now Rockmart has moved on and are back in AAA. Shot off, no good. Rebound taken by Fannin County. Ball loose on the floor. We got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Jada Jaco. Substitution coming in for the Lady Rebels, checking in as Paige Forsman. Checking out is Natalie Thomas. So Reagan O'Neal will inbound the ball here for the Lady Rebels. They get it into Courtney Davis. She's at the top of the key. Gives it to Forsman. They work it around up top. We're going to have a whistle and a turnover against Fannin County. So an offensive foul is going to be charged against Priscilla Batista. And the Lady Warriors bring it up the floor the other way. So 1:55 remaining in the game. Lady Warriors working from right to left, trailing 55-20. They were down 51-17 at the end of the third quarter. And we have another jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with Gordon Central. So the next time that happens, it'll be going to Fannin. So the Lady Warriors inbound the basketball. Jaco for 3 points, and that was going to be left short. Here comes Courtney Davis with an opportunity with a run out. Shoot, scores. The freshman's got 13 points in this game. 57-20 is your score. Fannin County on top. Going in is Jaco. Can't get the shot off. Ball's loose on the floor. It's going to be another jump ball. And the possession arrow is with Fannin County. So Fannin County set to inbound the ball. To feed it in is O'Neal. And there to take the inbound pass and bring it up the floor is Courtney Davis with 13 points in this basketball game. She'll drive right to the top of the key. Ball nearly stolen away by Gordon Central. Fannin feeds it out to the right wing side. They go into the paint. Ball knocked loose. Courtney Davis wide open for 3, and that one's not going to go. It caroms off the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, and so Gordon Central is going to get it back. And I got to be honest, they just look absolutely gassed right now. I told you throughout this broadcast that this is a team that's going to give everything they have to it, not going to give up. But as deep as this Fannin County bench is, they have just absolutely taking all the energy out of this Gordon Central basketball team. 57-20 is your score. 56 seconds left to go on the clock as Fannin County steals it away, and we're going to have a whistle, and we'll see what the call is. Going to be against Gordon Central, it would appear. Going to go against Jada Jaco, and so we'll see Fannin County inbound the ball in the backcourt here in just a couple of moments and bring it up the floor. So we've got 52 seconds left on the clock. Fannin 57, Gordon Central 20. Fannin with the basketball in the big lead. Now they're going to feed it to the right wing side. There's a 3-point look. That one's going to bounce off the rim. No good. Rebound is loose on the floor, picked up by Gordon Central. And they'll have it with 35 seconds left to go. Jada Jaco across the timeline. She dribbles to the top of the key. Now tries to pass it off. Bautista in there, steals it away, goes into the paint, has her pocket pick. Here comes Gordon Central the other way. A nice lob down low, but it gets away from her, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover. So Fannin County getting the ball back, leading it 57-20 with 18 seconds left to go on the clock. They get it into Davis, and she'll bring it up the floor kind of slowly and more than likely just take the rest of the time of this game, and we'll have this thing in the books. So it was pretty apparent early on which team would have the upper hand in this one. And as it turns out, Fannin County wins this semifinal game to punch their ticket to the region championship game tomorrow at 7 o'clock going up against Chattooga County. So final score 57-20. Fannin County defeats Gordon Central. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 3-minute break. We'll come back. We'll run down the scoring from that game, and then we'll get you ready for the final game of the evening. Let's send it back to the studio for a three-minute timeout.
For 50 years, Georgia Highlands College has been a community that takes charge. Today, GHC is focused on the success of over 6,000 students each year and remains one of the most affordable colleges in the state and country. Home to high-quality curriculum, award-winning student organizations, a championship athletic program, and renowned faculty and staff. At GHC, we have a mission to provide access to an outstanding education, meeting the career needs of the region, and helping our communities thrive today, tomorrow, and forever. Every student we graduate becomes a celebration we never forget. We are more than Chargers. We are Chargers taking charge for 50 years and beyond.
Down, set, hut.
Practice doesn't always make things perfect, but it gives us some quality family time that can never be replaced. We find time to laugh, time to talk, and time to bond. Onward by Club Car, made for life's most memorable moments.
All right, let's wrap up this third game of the evening by running down the scoring. And again, it was 57-20. Fannin County wins the game over Gordon Central. They're going to play Chattooga in the Girls Region Championship tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So we know that's set. We also know that the girls' consolation game, the battle for third place out of the region, is going to take place between Dade County and Gordon Central. So that'll be at 4 o'clock. And we'll give you more details about that coming up in just a little bit. But again, final score 57-20. Here's how the scoring would break down individually. Jada Jaco with 3 points. Kim Passley with 2. 3 points for Brooke Wilson. 4 points for Cassie Chastain. 3 points for Rachel Rayleigh. And Taylor Gunn would lead the scoring charge there for Gordon Central with 5 points. For the victorious Fannin County Lady Rebels, they were really able to spread around the scoring quite a bit in this game. Becca Ledford would have a total of 3 points in the game. 2 points for Priscilla Bautista, 7 points for Abby Ledford, 8 for Mackenzie Johnson, 7 for Reagan York, 5 for Olivia Sisson, 10 points for Natalie Thomas, and the leading scorer in that game was Courtney Davis. The freshman came in off the bench and scored 13 points, and that all should total up. And I'm not guaranteeing it because I was certainly not a mathematician, but 57-20 is what that all should add up to. Again, congratulations to Fannin County and Coach Ryan Chastain on a big victory there, and now they will get ready to take on Chattooga tomorrow in the region championship at 7 o'clock. Well, we got one more game left to go, folks, and it's going to be a good one. I got a feeling the Chattooga Indians, the #1 seed in the region, they are hosting Coosa, the #4 seed, and they've had some battles this year. We'll tell you more details about that in just a little bit, but this will determine the team that's going to play in the region championship game against Model tomorrow at 8:30. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it back to the studio for a long timeout. I'm going to run down to the scorers table and round up some starting lineups for you, and then we'll be back here in just a little bit from Tribe Pride Arena on the YouTube channel and also on the radio to bring you our nightcap. It's Coosa and Chattooga coming up in just a little bit on WLAQ. We'll be back.